This is me, Crystal Lax. Been up all night seeing and being angry about injustice. Satan have a way of always watering down things and people when truth is coming forward. When there's truth in full operation. Satan always have a way to water down what is righteous and justice and what is the truth of a matter. Everyone tells us about Christian faith. What good is Christian faith if nobody speaks up for what's right? I can give out food. I can give out money. Hell, Sinners does that. Sinner help people every day. They'll either go feed somebody at McDonald's or they'll give out food. Or they'll give them a couple bucks to go get something to eat. How is a Christian any different from a sinner in that? Because you wear a Christian logo? I don't make you a Christian. So what? The devil got his buttons and pins and quotes. I mean, some Christian, so-called, quote so many Bible scriptures to the point where the Bible is even tired of you quoting scriptures and no action. What good is knowing the law or the word and there's no action? You just want to make yourself look good, that you're a person that does good deeds and all that. That's good. That's really good. But when it comes to speaking up for justice, where are you at on that? What good is the law of man and God if righteous justice and equal justice is never shown? For instance, what good is it to put into a declaration, a decree, that black people should not be enslaved? 13th Amendment rights, involuntary or voluntary. What good is the law, written word, written law, for God to tell people to preach the word and to set the people and to set the captives free? And his Christian people only sit back. Well, all we're going to do is pray. I know that Jesus prayed. Now, Jesus was a praying man. But when you read the word, if the word is really, 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 really true, because some people don't believe that all of the stories in the Bible is true. So, hypothetically, or however, mythology, Christianity, and all of this. Okay, let's just say that it is true. And Jesus, he wasn't a person that just quotes scriptures. Not the ones that I read about. I was reading that he was healing people. I was reading about that Jesus spoke up for the sinners, the coin collectors, the people that people could not stand. Jesus spoke up for. One man all by himself, speaking up against the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the Sanhedrins, the self-righteous ones, the ones that was pillars of the community. You know, the corrupt ones. Yeah, yeah, they was corrupt. Pharisees and Sadducees, they was corrupt people. Religious people of the law. Righteous people of the law. Read your Bible, you'll know that. They was murderers. Yeah, they murdered Jesus. When you look at it, it says Pharisees, Sadducees plotted, conspired up against Jesus. Okay? They ain't no different yesterday than they was today. So that means that in order to have a corrupt body, let's just say a police department, in order for the lower peons or pawns on a chessboard to become corrupt, somebody at the top got to be corrupt. Got to okay the approval and behavior of their officers in order to allow corruptness to go out in the field. A police officer that's not corrupt stands up against its commander, its sergeant, its lieutenant, because they see that this is not right. This is wrong. Most likely, they're going to try to retaliate against them. Most likely, because corrupt people always love retaliation, because they don't want it to be out. They don't want nobody to know. They want it hidden in the dark. See how I'm in the dark? I did this on purpose, man. They want everything to be a cover-up in the dark. Why do Satan love the darkness? Everything he does is darkness. I'm videotaping this in the dark because that's how this world is. Keep everything in the dark. Huh? That's how we do things, right? Keep everything in the dark. You keep everything covered up. Pile more lies on top of lies. Corrupt more legal paperwork so we could get our ways. Water down any of those Jesus believing self-righteous people that stands up for what's right and believe in what is right and justice. Quick question. What good is the word or the law if there's no justice behind it? What good is the amendments, first, second, third, all the way up? What good is having these amendment rights if the law itself does not back up justice for the injustice in people's lives? What good is the written Bible word if action is never taken and backed up? What good is justice? What good is the law? So that means that basically you have on a piece of paper all of these rights and amendments, but the law itself does not follow through on what is written. So that means that there is no law, and that means that there is no justice. Because if it was law, then law, you wouldn't have to go through all of these procedures in order to back up what is written in the decree and the declaration or in the Bible. The law, the written word and the written law will back its own self up. And justice will be able to shine its own self. Justice is righteous. Justice is the truth. Justice is standing up for righteousness. Justice is standing up for what is true. What good is standing up for a word that has no law? What good is standing up for the law that has no justice? Corrupt people is going to win anyway, right? Christian people is going to allow them to win anyway. They're going to stay in their cozy house or in their cozy church and never speak up for injustice. They blend right on in, like when Jesus was hanging up on the cross. Peter blend right on in with the people that was crucifying Jesus on the cross. So how good is a Christian believer? What good is you? Why are you existing? Why? So that you can quote Bibles all on Facebook and Twitter and all these other places. So what? So what? Everybody does that. So what? What may even sinners do that? Hell, Satan even got a Facebook. You're a joke. You're a joke. When your family needs you, you never speak up for what is justice. You allow things to happen to your own family members when you know it's not right. You think you going to heaven just by you just quoting Bible scriptures? What justice do you speak up about? What justice have you made? You see racism and you don't call it out because you're too afraid. Huh? When God told us don't fear nothing, don't fear nobody. But you got fear up in you. What can they do to you that they haven't already done to you? For some black people, you so afraid to speak up for what's right. What have they done to us as black people that they have not already done? What are you afraid of? What do you fear? The truth is something else. Just like I'm completely in the dark, you don't even see a shadow of me. You just hear my voice. That's all. That's how we are when we don't exercise our rights and get pure righteous justice. That's how we are when we call ourselves Christians. Just like that heat lamp just went out. That's how we all go out when we're supposed to be a light. When the word of God is truly being manifested, there is no darkness. There's no corruptness of darkness. There's no corruptness of injustice. It's nothing but light, pure light. Nothing but light. Light. When there's really true justice, the power and the light of God begin to shine. And it begins to expose Satan and his corrupt ways. See, people are always aiming for the small peons on the board. They're pawns. They only do what they've been instructed and told to do. Hmm. You got to aim for the corrupt at the top. Hmm. You got to aim for people that is polluting the top atmosphere, hemisphere. Hmm. Because, if the word is the word, and the word go hand in hand with the word or the law, then it says that we fight not against flesh and blood. It says that we're fighting principalities, rulers, people in politics and high positions that is being allowed to keep their position and to corrupt CPS. It's not this caseworkers, they peons. They only make no more than 18 to 30, maybe 40. All depends on how long. A year. They peons. They ain't making no damn money. They probably make the same money that I used to make as a shit ass wiper, CNA, nurse assistant. They ain't making no money. I made $25,000 to $30,000 at $3.35 an hour doing double shifts. So they ain't making no more money than I am. Or I used to. It's the greedy peons. It's the greedy high players, big ballers, high rollers. It's them. Hmm. If you don't attack the top, you will never win the fight against corruptness and darkness. If you don't start shooting your arrows towards that king and that evil queen and they bishops and their knights, you will never ever win. Because the bishop, the knights, they are all going to protect the behind scene of the queen and the king. You can't win justice if justice is injustice at the top. That's why it seems like you're going around and around in a circle. And it's almost like, why even put yourself through that? When you already know the outcome of injustice and corrupt. Why even go through the motion? It's going to give you a heart attack. It's going to give you a stroke. Why even go through it when you already know their corrupt ways is going to prevail? Because there's not enough Christian and there's not enough righteous anger people out here. Because it's just comfortable. Huh? Comfortable. Because then you'll be considered as a troublemaker. Because I used to speak up for what's right. There's a lot. I'm quite sure Malcolm X was considered as a troublemaker. I'm quite sure that anybody that speaks up for themselves or speak up for what's right or speak up for the word of God is troublemakers. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. I'm crazy. No, I'm just a crazy person that nobody likes to hear. Nobody likes to listen to. That's all right, though. I don't need you. I don't need God. I don't even need you. Because what good is believing in a God that never shows justice to black people? So what good is to believe in this Jesus, this God? And he never showed black people any kind of justice. He always showed that white corrupt people always win. What good is believing in you? Really, seriously. Haven't done me no justice. I've seen injustice done in my own personal life. And always telling people to trust. Well, I've been trusting. I used to evangelize and preach and teach in the church. I gave all my 20s to God. All my 30s, half of my 30s. Faithful in the church, evangelizing, tithes, offering, intercessory prayers, revivals, revivals, revivals. My kids was there. My children. How can a righteous God like that so-called love the black children and the children of the world, and they little faith was in them, and you showed them nothing but cruelty. You showed them nothing but injustice, that a white man or a white woman can do something wrong and say something wrong up against them and no justice will prevail. What good is believing in a God that crushes little children's faith? I used to always, as a child, when I was being molested by these grown adults, always pray to God. God, this almighty, powerful God, universe, God, about why? Because I got alopecia. My daughter got alopecia. But we learned to live with, cope with every little thing that we got wrong with us. One monkey don't stop no show. So, but as a child, that's devastating because you go to school, you see other little girls with long hair, and here you are, your hair don't fell out. You had hair, but it fell out. So you going to school like this. Then you got to go to school with a wig on, okay? So you praying to God, you believe in the God, that God to grow your hair, that God, just little kids' prayer. Even praying, God, can you make him stop touching me? Huh? Huh? 7-year-old girl got a penis in her mouth. Hmm. That I was raised, trained to read the Bible, trust in God, like I taught all 4 of my kids. Trust in God. Seemed like he displayed only certain people to be a favoritism for the corrupt, badass kids. Have you ever had those teachers and principals where you trying to behave yourself in school, you trying to do the right thing, but you always have either those racist, badass kids or those bullying kids that's doing wrong up against you? Then you try to go take it to the principal and the teacher. They call you the troublemaker. Now, you ain't got to be black in order to connect to this. They call you the troublemaker. And they stand up for the bullies. That's why bully in school keep going on. Because the teachers and the corrupt, like I said, corruptness at the top. The kids would not bully if a teacher and a principal is not advocating it and allowing it and monitoring it carefully. Corruptness in any kind of business and facility would not be allowed if corruptness and righteousness was at the top. What good is using my family? Because, yeah, I used to evangelize, preach, teach, and all of that. That's why I know the word. The word is like the law of man. The law of God is like the law of man. So what good is the law of God and the law of man when you never see no righteous justice? I ain't talking about feeding nobody. Everybody feed the homeless, the just and the unjust. So what? What makes the now I'm a Christian? No, fuck that, man. 'Cause I'm tired of all this Christian shit. And I'm tired of people not talking about the real ass shit. No, we talking about not only for you to have faith, but for you to also put faith into action. Like, let's take for instance Martin Luther King. He believed in God, but he was a man that spoke up for injustice and and unequality, unequal protection of the law. All right, yeah. Let's take Malcolm X, the troublemaker. You know, grew up in Harlem and coming from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X ain't gonna pull this mess, but then at the same time he has strong faith. All right, both men sacrificed their life for it and for injustice. Goodness, Black Lives Matter if you don't speak up for what's right. So what? It's just a damn thing. People made it a big hype. What good is it? Black Lives Matters if people do not put in complaints against police officers. If people do not sit up there and organize more Black Panther parties to speak up for what's right. You ain't got to be violence in order to organize the new Black Panther Generation XX and our last name. Because we are unknown. Because we was bought and sold by white slave masters, so we have no name. Just a name that was just a name given to us by white slave owners and passed down from generation to generation. So, what good is having the word and having the law and you get no justice? I don't know. Like I said, I'm one of these crazy, insane, but sane Black women. And those that can go deep like that can only relate to me. The shallow minded, wounded minded man or woman don't even try to dissect, intercept. Don't go there. Cause interject. Don't even do it. Don't bother. Cause your mind gotta become awakened to the sun, people. Your mind gotta become awakened to what we see. What good is the law if you'll never get justice within the law? You just have a bunch of words written down on a decree or declaration, but they'll never back it up for you as a Black person. If it was true, why so many years of the same injustice being done? If it was true, why cops back in 1940s and 50s and 60s that beat and shot and murdered innocent Black people? Why is it still being done in 2018 now? New year. Injustice. Yep, it's on the word. Yep. We see the word. Like the word of God. We see it. Yep. No justice. Black women babies are being snatched away and they want you. They'll use somebody Black now. Social worker, Black social workers, Black child advocate to get information so that you can destroy your own family members. Like I said, I care not to participate in any corrupt government to destroy the lives of families. I don't know. That's just me. That's my stand. My mom always told me, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for it. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything. It means you'll never speak up about nothing. You believe every spoon-fed thing that people teach you and say to you. I'm not that way. Somebody tell me something, I got to research. I got to go look it up. My daughter's car is going to be sold January 23rd. Now, I don't contact the FBI Department of Justice because the police report just ain't right. Police report of why this girl was called out, why they was even called out, just ain't right. Ain't right of this police report. And I'm a paralegal. But I'm a baby paralegal. I am not years of experience and all that. But I'm a baby paralegal. I believe that even my little grandchildren could see this. Like, wait a minute. Dominique Sandra Lack's car was a 2004 Cadillac CTS. 4-door, maroon color, registered in the state of Indiana with the Bureau Motor of Vehicle, BMV. That's another government entity. That means that you'll get correct information off of another government entity, right? Because if you run her car, if you run everything, that means that it's going to come back to you with appropriate, correct information. So how could you get a 2004 mixed up with a 2000? He wrote down a 2008 Cadillac CTS sedan, color red, with the VIN number being very wrong. Now maybe that's just a skid ticket, so when she get it out, maybe they just did that. I don't know. Then you go on down in the report, because we got to remind you that a white woman made a frantic police call. Oh, there's a black woman waving a gun. That seems to be serious. Me and my partner here, we're going to go check this out. We're trained Academy Police soldiers, officers. There's a report of a weapon being involved. So when I approach the scene, I see that the lady hand is right there between her legs. That means that she proves no threat. Then I observe and I see her register unarmed gun in the glove compartment. Wow. And it's registered in the state of Indiana. It was bought by a gun shop on McGiller's Road in Muncie, Indiana. If I ran, because he states in his report that I ran her gun. It's there. That's his facts. That's his words. So if I ran the gun, then it would have told me that, because it gets FBI checked before anybody can buy a gun and walk out of a gun shop with the gun. So it would have told me that the gun was registered in the state of Indiana. Why have my daughter been sitting up behind bars in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale, at the pond, at the Paul Ryan Detention Center? Over 30 days. Her car, just enough time for a police officer to buy a car and everything in her car. That means they're not even allowing her. Because I'm in Indiana, I can't get all the way down there. That's realistic. I can't drive all the way down. We ain't got it like that. And we don't know a lot of people like that because we stay to ourselves, man. So that means a person can buy this car and it has all the valuable documents, your birth certificate. He purposely locked up out of a white man racist mode, bitch. They gonna search her car because the law said that you can't do this to me without her consent and without a warrant. They searched her car anyway. Because badass white guys, especially when it comes to black women, they love to bully us. They love to not allow us to have our power. They love it. All right. So I can just imagine, because we're talking about racism, because everybody at this particular scene was all white woman that made the phone call, two white cops that came out, another white guy that witnessed, the other white guy that was at the window when she was asking the man, can I use your phone because my phone got turned off. Yeah, it was well scripted, but it was holes and errors in this police report. If you ran somebody's gun legally, by law, that report is going to come back accurate. It's going to come back accurate. Unless you seen the gun, you seen the car, a 2004 Cadillac. My daughter, she buy these purses because she won't spend a lot of money because she got a son to raise. But she like to look good, like to look nice. So sometimes there's a website where you can buy these Michael Kors bags. Even though they imitation, so what? She don't care. She just want to look nice. She a young person. For $39.99. So I don't know if he thought that they struck a lick on that day. Cause don't think corrupt cops don't exist, cause they do. I don't know what it is. But it was a reason why that all those things was put down inaccurate. Like I said, I'm a baby paralegal, but I noticed that from the start. And I don't understand why her attorney, Ashley Mitchell, in Fort Lauderdale as a public defender. I don't understand why this lady is not bringing up the fact that Dominique gun is legal in the state of Indiana. A good attorney would not have had their client best interest to have sat in the jail cell that long, to have lost her children to CPS. A good attorney, if I really got good intentions in my heart for my client, I know that this girl got to get out as soon as possible to retrieve her car and to retrieve her child back from CPS. This is the same attorney that told my daughter that she had to drive from Indiana to Florida. The reason why she ran out of gas anyway. The reason why the police was called anyway, because she was stuck in that parking lot. Because she drove from Indiana to Florida because this same Ashley Mitchell attorney told her that she had to go back for a previous rental car case that they was going to dismiss anyway. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who Ashley knows, because Dominique have been harassed. Oh, I know, because she my child. Don't nobody give a fuck. That's all right. Don't nobody care. We used to it. And we already know they're gonna water down this video. I already make it some kind of joke. No, no biggie. That's how it goes. But I don't know who Ashley knows. If it's Marquess D. Eastman, the owner of IVEYO. I mean, that's where it all started, in Tempe, Phoenix, Arizona. Huh? Right? How do I not know that this man, because he keep popping back in Dominique's life, that looks like my son. That's like a joke, Like a joke. On Facebook, connect, then he'll disconnect. So then you got the girls that's hanging around, sitting up there fucking with Dominique. Dominique ain't did shit to these girls. Dominique be in her own little world all by herself. Dominique don't have no reason. No, she thinking about her naked swim, clothing, online business. Dominique just stays in the realm all by Dominique's self, and we just let her just go. So these girls harassing her on her business, harassing her on the online cyberbullying. You telling these justice ass cops, justice ass people, all this shit. They don't want to hear it. Huh? Because the people that's doing the corrupting and the people that's not speaking up for it is the people that's a part of the corruption. If I was a person taking kickbacks, then I'm going to speak up for this person. I may lose my job or I may be reprimanded, but shit, I'm not going to have somebody blood or somebody death or somebody family coming after me. Hmm. I don't know who they know. So a white woman that got her name her name and her address on the police report, and the white guy that he told me that he was distracted. He ain't really see shit. He was getting high, blazed, talking on a speaker's phone with his family member. So he was distracted. So you got all these white people playing a role in this scripted police report in Florida, where racism is known for racism. You don't have not one person in Florida that's right there to help this girl get her things out of this car before these racist people take her important documents. Hmm. Not one person. Oh, I know. Pray. Yeah, we've been. Okay. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, in the name by the blood of Jesus. Yes, Lord. I ask that you would send your holy angels right now to Dominique. Right now. Yes, Lord. And that you would stop these racist people from doing injustice to Dominique and her son. And that you will help Dominique. Yes, Lord. To retrieve the money that it takes to get her car out of tow before they sell it. Yes, Lord. On January 23rd. And she has the ability to get the baby birth certificate and all his identification and his medicines out of that car. Okay, I did the Christian thing. Let's see how justice is going to prevail. I pray, because that's what people always tell you, pray. Because they don't know what to tell you. They don't know nothing else but to pray. They don't know how to, they don't know how to connect to this person, to connect to that person, so that we could get this girl shit out her car, at least. Because the car is not a lot of money. It's not a lot of value. It's a 2004 old car. So it's not like they're going to make millions off the car unless that car that she bought from a private owner has something in it and everyone is after this car and we don't know this. Because it's just strange how everybody had their main attention here in Muncie on that car. What is it about that car? Do they got something hidden in the gasoline area? What's going on about this damn car? I don't know. So I don't give a fuck about the car. I'm quite sure that where there's a will, there's a way. We're gonna help her get another car. She gonna get another car, and that gun is registered. That's her gun. Give her damn gun back. Motherfuckers sit up here trying to steal things from black people in Florida. It don't take no rocket science. I already got the case solved. What would make a police officer that's trained by the law incorrect information on a legal document? Because if the law is the law, then justice must prevail in this area. You got to look for small things in that police report. Even when he messed up and said that her car is a 2008, that's a discrepancy right there. Because if you call the BMV here in Indianapolis, it comes it comes out as a registered 2004, sir. It's not red, it's maroon. VIN number is this, sir. I don't understand why would you put that on a police report. And if you ran her driver's license, the car plates, the license plates alone said Indiana, sir. It's registered here in Muncie, Indiana, sir. I don't know how y'all people in Florida do it, but we do it kind of righteous here in Indiana. She was born in Indiana. She lived in Indiana. CPS trying to say she's a resident of Florida. No, you're a liar. After the hurricane, she relocated to Muncie, Indiana, where her mom is, where I live at. She established herself. That's why her car, her gun, everything, mail, everything comes here. Her and her son. So you're lying. Even CPS is falsifying on document. Oh, but let me guess. Everybody gonna try to overlook what I gotta say, huh? That's how I got raped and molested as a kid. Got pregnant at the age of 12. Because nobody listened to Crystal. Nobody ever wanted to hear what Crystal had to say. Huh. That's all y'all know. Never listened to me. I could go to school and become a scholar on top of scholar. Huh. Nobody wants to listen to me and hear what I gotta say. 12-year-old. pregnant. Cover up. Like I said, the darkness. Darkness. Let me make it dark up in here. Darkness. That's what cover up is. Put everybody in the dark so nobody can see. Darkness. Nobody can hear crystal voice, huh? Nobody can hear the power of crystal voice, right? Because my voice don't matter. My children, justice voice don't matter, right? As long as you get justice for your kids, your white children. And some black people is so lackadaisical, they don't care. They don't care enough. They're not like back in the old days where people really did stand for shit. Somebody will call you a racist nigger in your face and you will still give them $100 bill. They'll sit up there and mistreat you as a customer in a store and you will still spend your money because you don't stand for nothing. If you don't stand for something, you'll always fall for that nigger word. You'll always fall for somebody mistreating you as a black person. You'll always fall for it because you don't stand for nothing. So what? You just brag. My one Italian friend, I love him. One thing about Italian people, they don't fucking take shit. Italians ain't gonna tell you shit that they ain't gonna fucking do. Italians don't just talk. Ain't got time for that. Too much energy. Wasted. Fucking Italians, they fucking say something, you could bet they gonna follow up on the goddamn words. He said, Crystal, unlike black people, they tell you what you're gonna do. I'm gonna take this gun. Said, Italian people, while you talking, we just gonna go ahead and do it. Fuck that. Ain't got time. Too much energy. Black people always bragging about what they gonna do. Protesting. Shit, what good is that? Shit, you see, you haven't worked all these damn years. Fucking tired of seeing your ass too. I'm like with the damn racist ass damn fucking KK. Like, oh my God, here they come again. Protesting and marching and shit. You see the shit that haven't worked all these damn years. Here they go again. No. We're looking for a big juicy fight. Some of these racist people is looking for a good juicy fight. That's why they fucking with people. They want a revolution. That's why they keep fucking with black people. Duh. You think they just fucking with you just for the hell of it and they got plenty of money? They're picking and choosing certain black people because they're hoping that they could get enough riots and enough hype so that they could come out with their guns and shit on you. Like back in the days. Remember? Back in the days. Those old protesting and shit, walking the street and shit with no weapons and shit left a lot of black people vulnerable and shit. Well, some crazy ass to the extreme ass supremacists, they looking for that. I could die today. Really, seriously. And you ain't gotta listen to me. So what? Maybe I was just on this earth just to spit this game out for a moment. You ain't gotta hear me. You ain't gotta listen. Do what you want. That's all black people is good at the end of the day. Black families, black people. The reason why so many of your damn family members get hurt, shot, and killed, because you don't speak up. You don't even have their back. So you leave your family member out there to be attacked by wolves. Only reason why they had to get Dominique back to Florida, because Dominique family is up here in Indiana. Dominique has no family in Florida. They had to get her away from her mom, her sister. Then I got people in South Bend. like an hour away. People all around here is family. They had to pull this girl away from the nest, safety nest of her family. And they had to use somebody that like I said, I'm not going to slander somebody's name, but it's just strange that if you're going to dismiss a case, why would you encourage this girl to drive all the way back to Indiana? Drive from Indiana to Florida. Why? And you're dismissing the case anyway. They got video court and all this. How come that couldn't been arranged? Why my daughter, Dominique, Sandra Lax, why did she have to go down there? Was it set up? It's just strange. And then they asking me, child advocate Antonio Simpson, gonna call and ask me about the baby birth certificate. Well, if you ain't planning on, because my daughter Dominique only went to one hearing. That's when they first arrested her. That was that 72 hour. Ever since then, the CPS down there have not given her due process. They've been holding hearings behind this girl's back. Unfair hearing. They haven't gave her a chance to fight for her car and the things in her car, and they haven't gave her a chance to even fight for her child because she's incarcerated. And I've been doing letters and phone calls and shit. I'm exhausted myself. I'm burnt out because society is allowing so much injustice to go on. It's like, what's the point? This man gonna call me. If you work for CPS, CPS have access to this shit. How are you, if you don't have no corrupt intention to adopt this baby out behind her back, why would you call me as a person, official that works for CPS? Why would you be trying to pry out information from me, her mother, when she in jail? The mother is in jail. That means CPS have approval to walk inside of the jail cell and ask her herself with her consent. So why would you, a child advocate of ChildNet adoption agency, if you ain't on no corrupt business, why would you be concerned about a birth certificate? Oh, you said that you trying to get the baby to me? Because you guys don't have 30 days to get this. I mean, if it was a real emergency in getting that baby to me, my grandson, I'm the maternal grandmother that raised him all his life. Huh? Oh. So you don't have enough information. So you trying to use me to get information to damage and hurt my daughter. No, I care not to participate in your corrupt CPS methods. Nope, no thank you. Because therefore, if I'm a smart, intelligent person, like I said, I'm dumb, insane, and crazy paralegal. So as a dumb, insane paralegal, somebody text me, or calling me, asking me about information where the child was born. Red flag. Aflac. Red flag. Something ain't right. How come a government agency not have this information when you run his social security number? They need the baby birth certificate. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. I'm just stupid and crazy anyway. Black woman. Crazy ass black woman. I'm just saying. In order for the baby daddy that don't want to pay her child support anyway, in order for him to get out of paying child support and be able to have the kid, you have to get rid of the mom. Keep her on hold in jail for a minute. So you come up with this bogus ass police report. We're talking about friends connecting with somebody that got a little change in their pocket so they connect to certain people. We keep her in jail just enough time where she's not going to these hearings. So now it's going to look like she abandoned her son. A woman that's been by her son's side since birth, but we going to, in Florida, make it appears as if she has abandoned her child. Now, this is CPS. I don't know. It's on documents. I don't know. I'm the crazy one here. I don't know if that's falsifying documentation or perjury. I don't know. The cop maliciously kept her birth certificate. He took her purse from her with the ID and birth certificate and everything and locked it up in the back of the trunk of her car so it could be sold during auction on the 23rd at 10 o'clock at the Westway Towing Company. They call Westway Towing. Darren, I spoke to Darren over there, said, well, can she at least get her property? I mean, that's like depriving somebody of their property. Can she at least get her property out the car before you guys sell the car? No, we can't. We can't do that. We need somebody to go down to the jail, have her authorize them, give them permission to get her things out. I got an itching feeling that it was intentionally meant for her to go down there by herself, where I'm not going to defend her. You heard me? It was meant for her bogus ass police report. White woman. How many black men got arrested because a white woman made a phone call, honey? Made a fake, bogus police report to 911. And they fucking ass ended up in jail for rape, murder, and shit, just to come find out that her crazy ass was the person that did the shit. One white woman word put men's away for years. It's amazing how you dog out a black woman. A Black Panther woman. It's amazing how you do that shit to us. You appraise a white woman in our face. But the minute when you get locked up behind bars, you reaching out to your black mothers, your black sisters, your black aunts, the ones that you want to call bitches and hoes. You reach out back to us. You don't reach out to no white woman. You don't reach out to the white woman that put you behind bars with her lies. So, same thing with this thing. False police report. False arrest. False police report document. CPS falsifying in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, I know that the internal affair there at the police station, he told me, he said, well, FBIs don't investigate things like that. But I don't know. When I went to the FBI website and I read that FBI investigate corrupt activities on government, state, local, and federal level. And they also investigate any kind of civil rights violation. But the internal affair guy told me that they don't investigate people, things like that. He was nice and stuff, so he wasn't mean to me. Dana Switzer. He's really nice. Fort Lauderdale Police Department. He's really nice. He was very understanding. You know. But all these people that made the call and was on the scripted scene about this mad black woman with a gun. Hey, she seen her take an unloaded gun out of her purse to put it back in the glove compartment. That's why the police seen it in the glove compartment. And because of all the shooting and shit, she wanted them to know I have a registered gun. So therefore, yeah, don't attack me. You know the story, like the one black guy. He told the cop, I do have a gun, a permitted gun. So I just want to let you know he got shot anyway. Oh, you don't believe that could happen to my daughter? That's right. I understand. I understand. It can happen to everybody else except Dominique and my family. I understand. You brainwash. They got you. I understand that, man. That's why my dad was a project of police brutality. Beat that man till you can't even see his face, man. Hey, I know there's no way that police officers could do that shit, right? I know. Hmm. Anybody in blue got to be walking a straight line, right? That's how it is. You got good cops and you got bad cops. You got cops that rob drug dealers every day. They use their badge to become criminals, high tech criminals, white collar crime criminals. When you talking about white supremacy activity, talking about people that don't want to see black people riding no Cadillac, they don't give a damn what year it is. You think somebody white that believe in those racist mentality kind of thinking, you think they want to see a sharp black young black woman with her own business in a Cadillac? And then what makes it so bad? She's armed legally, just in case somebody attack her. Driving all the way from Indiana and she only 4'11", you better have something to protect yourself with. And then after her son being attacked by somebody at Walmart that she didn't know, you better get something to protect yourself, but you get it legally. Done. What the big deal? She became a new gun owner. She had no idea that she couldn't carry across state without another permit. But she was the owner. How come her attorney ain't bringing that up? I don't know. I'm no detective. I'm no forensic scientist and science and all this other high tech ass police kind of work and investigation shit. I'm just an old black woman, you know, that raised 4 kids, worked in nursing home for 18 years, came to legal documents, medical legal documents. You had to report that shit, right, man? Or you would fucking get in trouble by the state. Shit. They'll fucking they'll fucking take away your license, everything if you don't fucking type in shit, accurate information. Because you know why? Because patient lives are in your hands. When you're doing reports, people lives are in your hands. You understand? So for me, if I had a cancer patient and I put in inaccurate information and that patient died, people that I work for see me as a liability. I don't know. I'm no attorney or nothing. I don't try to be no attorney and shit like that. You know? Just some things just don't add up, and my daughter's case needs to be investigated and a lawsuit needs to happen. I'm done talking. I'm done playing these games. I'm not gonna play these games with these people. CPS. I already did all that. I already know. You're trying to get all this information because you have the intent to illegally adopt this baby out while the mom is incarcerated. You have intent, malicious intent, called malicious persecution all the way around. Maliciously persecuting her. Because what would be the motive? You got a man that has a baby, and one thing that fears him is that it's gonna come back and bite him in the ass for child support. So he figured I'll knock two birds out with one stone. Or somebody figured it out. that we'll fucking do this. Yeah, nigga, we do this shady ass shit to that bitch. Yeah, nigga, because you gotta think like your enemy, and especially people that like to get high and always and don't like to take in consideration of the baby feeling and the mother feeling they can give a fuck. So yeah, nigga, this what we gonna do and shit. Yeah, yeah, man, pass me that joint, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that way you ain't gotta pay the bitch nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta pay the bitch nothing. You get the kid and shit. I'll just have your grandma or somebody up in the family take care of the kid and shit for you. You can see your kid anytime you want. You heard me, nigga? So you got the kid and you got the damn fucking money. You ain't gotta worry about this bitch coming back talking about some damn paternity test and shit for child support. Nigga, don't your cousin work as a damn attorney, nigga? Yeah. Shit. Make that shit happen, nigga. Get this bitch back down to Florida all by herself. What's done in the dark gotta come to the light. Lies on top of lies only uncover truth, justice, righteous justice. What good is the law if there's no justice? What good is the written Bible if there's no righteous justice?